There. They now, like they do the updates without telling you and you just tune in and everything's changed. Never mind that. Welcome everybody to Any Sunday Songwriters. I'm so happy to be here with Annie Benjamin and Joseph Ide. Did I say it right?
Eid, but close.
Ede. Okay, well, I've been calling you names all week that you wouldn't recognize. Okay, Joseph Eid. I met Annie years and years ago well, probably in Austin, but the one that I remember the clearest was in Dallas. And she is now not in Dallas any longer. She's in Santa Fe, which I love that I have a friend I can go visit in Santa Fe.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. And Joseph, I met at the Far West Conference in 2023, which was October. And he did a very impressive set on the official showcase stage. And I cornered him at somebody else's showcase and badgered him until he said, okay, he would do this. So these are my guests, and I'm so delighted to present them. And Annie has agreed to kick us off. So, Annie, tell us a little bit about yourself and play us a song.
Well, I live in New Mexico now. I love it here after living most of my life in Texas. But I still, of course, am very inspired by Texas. And of course, I love you and Andy, and I'm so excited to hear your music, Joseph. I'm tickled. I always love hearing what other songwriters are up to. So I'm really stoked about this. And yeah, I have an album that I released the end of December 2021. And yeah, I would encourage everyone to go look me up at Bandcamp to hear it. It's really lovely. And Andy was there during the recording, so that was fun. But this is one of the songs that's on there. It's called Sing Me a Song, which I think is a perfect song to open with. Oh, sing me a song. I don't care how it starts. The words won't be wrong if it comes from your heart. This is where I belong. Sing me a song. And when you say that you love me in the gentlest ways, I am beautiful and free, and the dark becomes the day. The sun's gonna shine above us, baby, when you say yes, you love me. And I'm walking on the moon. Oh, you take my breath away. You're the lifeline that I need, and I'm floating out in space. And when I lay down beside you and you whisper my name, I no longer feel the wounds, and I know you feel the same. Everything's new when I lay down beside you. And I'm walking on the moon. Oh, you take my breath away. You're the lifeline that I need, and I'm floating out in space. Sing me a song. I don't care how it starts. The words won't be wrong, 'cause I know it's coming from your heart. This is where I belong. Sing me a song, this is where I belong. Sing me a song, this is where I belong. Sing me a song.
Marvelous, Annie.
Thank you.
Okay. And Joseph, you're up. Tell us a little about yourself and sing us a song.
That was beautiful. What a great way to start. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I am in North Hollywood, California right now. So I've been living here for a very long time, about like 16 years. And I grew up in New York, and I do folk pop music. And I wanted to start out with a song for you guys that'll tell you a little bit about me. But I used to live in a very small studio apartment. I'm sure we can all relate. And I meant to stay there for just 6 months, or just like, months, and it turned into many years, like 9 years. And the place was very interesting, and it was very, it had a certain energy to it. I wrote a ton of songs there and found my sound, but it was not the easiest time. And this song is about that. It's just kind of about everybody that lived in the building, but also about feeling stuck at a point in your life, the year that I wrote this song, and knowing that, everything changes in the end and nothing lasts forever. My neighbor down the hall knows the dirt on everyone. He's got secrets to tell. And the new guy who lives by the front door stands out there all alone. Yeah, he's got a weakness to sell. And there's the actress downstairs with a dog who's dying. And he cries when she goes out. And there's a tattooed healer who's more like a dealer of things you don't want to know about. Now watch it all fall down. From the roof to the walls to the ground. Watch a dream sink low. They keep on telling me go. The old lady by the stairs, been living there for 40 years. Man, she's got stories of fright. Yeah, she tells tales of ghosts in the halls, from tenants who lived here before, and the way that they died. And then she touches my face and says, I remember the man in your place. And that's when I slowly start to black out. And I say, lady, thank you for the history, but I really gotta go. You see, there are some things I don't wanna know about. Now watch it all fall down. From the roof to the walls to the ground. Watch a dream sink low. They keep on telling me, go. But one day when I'm famous, I'll finally move out of here. I first said 6 months, but it's been 6 years, and I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Composer on the first floor, he's longing for something more. There's a pain in his eyes, and when he walks by with his girl hand in hand, he sneaks a look my way, and I understand. See, there's a lot that he's eyeing. And there's my friend upstairs for me with his theories of conspiracy, and I always seem to run into him when I've been drinking. And he says, just smoke this joint, my friend, don't bother making any plans, 'cause this ship is sinking. Now watch it all fall, fall, fall down. From the roof to the walls to the ground. Watch a dream sink, sink, sink low, low, low. They keep on telling me, go. They keep on telling me, they keep on telling me, yeah, they keep on telling me, go.
Bravo. I can totally relate. Yeah. Okay, so that gives me a cue, and thank you very much. So we all have the same or similar stories, and they all turn out differently. The details may be dissimilar, but the gist of it is the same. So I spent the lion's share of my childhood in Detroit, and then finished growing up, going up too, in New York. And I thought when I left New York that I was moving to San Francisco. And somehow there was Austin in between, and then there was Austin. And at one point I went, my coastal dreams, I went and tried to make them come true, and I went to LA, and yeah, they told me go in pretty much no uncertain terms. Yeah, so here's the story. When I left New York City, I thought walls and lights were pretty, and wide open space, well, that was Central Park. I pulled into Austin, I thought soon I would be leaving, but a little bit of Texas got stuck here in my heart. Well, the sky's so big it scared me, but the people were so friendly. I kept putting off the date when I would depart for that west horizon, never realizing the longer that I waited, the more leaving would be hard. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, so long, Austin, I won't be back again. But I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I didn't like. I missed Texas, and it was tearing me apart, 'cause a little bit of Texas was stuck here in my heart. So there I am in LA, and I'm thinking I have it made. But every now and then my dreams would fall apart, and all the shoulders I could cry on were in some distant time zone. So I would cry all by myself for the breaking of my heart. Aw. Now I smile and shake my head and say, how silly can you get? What could I have been thinking to be wandering that far? And the man who walks beside me, I came back so he could find me. And we're both firmly wed to the heart of the Lone Star. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, make room, Austin, 'cause I'm coming home again. 'Cause I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I still don't like. I missed Texas, and it was tearing me apart, 'cause a little bit of Texas was stuck here in my heart. Yes, I missed Texas, and I will never more depart, 'cause a little bit of Texas, right out of the middle, it's stuck here in my heart. Yeehaw. Thank you. I can suddenly not hear anyone. Why should that be?
Maybe because I was muted?
Oh,
Me too.
oh. The plug came out of my guitar.
Oh,
It has not been plugged in this whole time.
it sounded good.
Huh. Well, I'm going to disappear for a second while I retrieve it.
So I guess I'm next. I'm going to do something completely different, but not really, because we're talking about New York. So I'm going to pack up my bags. I'm going to go back in time to about 1978 in New York City, when you may have been there, Jan. I don't think you were, but I'm a huge punk rock fan. I love punk rock, and I have a voice that is a voice that's not necessarily a punk rock voice, but I was sitting around talking with some friends of mine, and I was joking because I have a mullet. I wear a mullet. My hair is definitely a mullet. And it's, we were talking about how a lot of people are, when you wear something the first time, you shouldn't wear it again, like bell bottoms or maybe mullets. But anyway, I was talking about, well, there's a lot of grandmas with mullets. And I thought, oh my God, I could be a grandma. And then I thought, well, I got to write this song. So this song is called Grandma's Got a Mullet. And I mentioned a lot of clubs from the 70s in this song. And all the bands that I mentioned in this song played at those clubs in the 1970s. So, okay. So here we go. Y'all ready? All right. Grandma's got a mullet, and she loves to rock and roll. She used to go to CBGB's to see the Ramones, Patti Smith and Blondie, and the B-52s. Sheena was a punk rocker, but Grandma was one too. Grandma likes to tell us all about her cool tattoos. Her favorite one's a big black flag from 1982. It's when she met Grandpa working at the record store. He had a bleach blonde mohawk, then he was moshing on the floor. Grandma's got a mullet, and she loves her bands hardcore. She used to hang at Bar A7 in 1984. The Bad Brains, the Beastie Boys, and the Misguided Ones. When they were playing power chords, Gran was having fun. Now she wears her ripped up fishnets and old political tees. Grandpa wears his combat boots when they go to the grocery. And all the grandkids know all the words to Blitzkrieg Bop. Hey, ho, let's go means it's time to resale shop. Grandma's got a mullet, and she loves the wild side. She remembers Lou Reed playing at the Bottom Line. The Talking Heads, the Misfits, and the New York Dolls. Yeah, Grandma, she was a slammer in the Lower East Side halls. Now Grandpa's singing Uber Alice to the babies on his knees. He's still wearing safety pins, and he still adores Iggy. Grandma's in a garage band, and during the solos, she fires up her chainsaw, just like Wendy. Grandma's got a mullet, and she loves to rock and roll. She thinks about CBGBs when she cranks up the Ramones, Patti Smith and Blondie, and the B-52s. When Sheena was a punk rocker, Granny was one too.
Wonderful. Just for the record, I have played at CBGB's.
Me too. We
Yeah.
have a lot in common. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, while I've got the mic, let me say hello to everybody that is listening here. Hi to Cynthia and Joanne, and Rick Herndon is not here because he's attending his daughter's engagement party, but Rick Page is here. So, and Janet now makes us truly international because Janet's in Israel. And Chris, we haven't met, but hello and welcome. That's it.
Right. Okay, so I was gonna play something totally different, but Anna, after you played that, now I'm playing this song. This is how this is gonna go. I have like a list of songs here, and I'm like, you know what? I can play any of these, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. Um, so this song, I kind of came of age in the '80s. I was, kid in the '80s, and was exposed to music for the first time during that decade. Definitely was an MTV generation guy. So, this song's about being a little bit different when you're a kid and not being like everybody else. And this is called "Listening to Madonna." I was doing fine in '89, had my Walkman strapped on by my side with my headphones on, singing along, thinking about what was coming. While the kids were drinking and sneaking around, I was tripping on a daydream, writing things down, waking up to life, flying in my mind. I could feel it coming. Oh, oh, oh. Weekends watching MTV, taking Casey's Top 40, playing DJ, making up dancing for my sister and her friends. And my dad wished I could be like the other boys, but I was never gonna. No, I was doing fine in '89, hanging out with the girls, listening to Madonna. I'll take you there. Flash to 10 years down the line. Welcome to 1999. Fresh out of school, dove in the pool of the city waters, and I fell in love for the very first time. Goodbye hiding, goodbye lies. First love, first song I would write, the first of many others. Oh, 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 oh. Union Square, 14th Street was the birth of my first band, and in an off-Broadway show that year is where I would meet my best friend, and my brother was set to wed a beautiful girl, but I was never gonna. No, I was doing fine in '99, hanging out in the clubs, dancing to Madonna, like a ray of light, then just like a ray of light, then just like a ray of light. The years flew by, I closed my eyes, it was 2009. You start to question your life, were your choices made right, and your dreams come true. And does it matter if they do, cause they done trip to your soul, a trip that is worth taking after all. I think I was doing fine in 019, yeah. Settled down for the very first time. Found me a love sent from above. This might be the one, but there ain't no getting off this ride. If you see me in 2029, my face might have a few more lines, but I'll still be writing songs. Oh, oh, oh. Weekends watching MTV, taking Casey's Top 40, playing DJ, making up dances for my sister and her friends, and they all wished I could be like the other boys, but I was never gonna. No, I was doing fine in '89, hanging out with the girls, listening to Madonna. I was hanging out with the girls, listening to Madonna. Listening to Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all this nostalgia just kicked me back into much earlier. Because, the punk rock scene was pretty cool, and the hippie scene was pretty cool. And I miss both of them. But here's what I really miss. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas? And all the Mae Wests, where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time, steamy romance. Satin gowns and stockings with seams. And men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back. 'Cause I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry and open doors and pull me out a seat and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors, lawyers, and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of thaw. At this point, I usually slip my blouse down over my shoulder, but I can't do that with this, so just imagine it. Femme fatale, I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye and call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell, I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. Thank you. You're muted, Annie.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have a song where I mention a femme fatale.
Great.
So I don't think I've ever really played this one for anybody. So we'll see how this goes. So during the pandemic, when Southwest Regional Folk Alliance did they did the conference online, I had put in a note saying that I wanted to do the song challenge. And my prompt, I got a prompt, and my prompt was a hidden talent. A hidden talent. That was my prompt. And then I showed up to sing, and then I never got to sing it. So I'm gonna sing it for y'all. So this is about my hidden talent, which won't be so hidden now. Some of us have talents that we never show. We like to keep things hidden so no one ever knows. But every once in a while, you gotta do a little trick that makes folks smile. Oh, I can tie a knot in a cherry stem with a twist of a tongue. You make a loop and then a longer stem is better to tie the end. You gotta pull with your teeth to knot a cherry stem. A simple Shirley Temple ordered on the rocks, a limeade or a root beer float has a cherry on the top. If I can tie a knot in a cherry stem with a twist of the tongue, you make a loop and then a longer stem is better to tie the end. You gotta pull with your teeth to knot a cherry stem. Here's a little kicker. Alcohol's a tricker, and just a little bit of liquor makes the tongue move quicker. I can tie a knot in a cherry stem with a twist of the tongue. You make a loop and then a longer stem is better to tie the end. You gotta pull with your teeth to knot a cherry stem. And if you wanna make a perfect banana split, first you gotta learn how to spit out the pit. We would normally have a kazoo right here. So bring on the bing, the morel. It's a lot of words. So bring on the bing, the morel and the Montmorency, the mascara, and don't forget the maraschino. Oh, if you can tie a knot in a cherry stem, they say you're a better kisser and a fatale femme. So bring me a Manhattan in old-fashioned or a blossom, 'cause I can tie a knot in a cherry stem. I can tie a knot in a cherry stem. Oh, I can tie a knot in a cherry stem. Bring on the bing.
Bravo.
Oh, when I was writing that, I was thinking of Maria Muldaur. I thought that was kind of the vibe I want for that song. That old, kind
Uh-huh.
of.
Uh-huh. I think she'd love that song.
So cool. All right, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Hope that's okay. I want to play a brand new song for you all that I just finished like a few weeks ago. And, I think it's always exciting to play something new. So just want to. This is a song called Just a Man. We are born and we will die, that's a guarantee. Everything that's in between is just a mystery. We can give it meaning in all the books we read. We can call it what we want, but it won't change a thing. I will leave it all alone and I'll walk on. Call this place my home until I'm gone. I'm a rock that's rolling, just a raindrop falling, just a lone voice calling. I'm a man, just a man, just a man. I've been talking to the trees, they've been listening. More than some imaginary ghosts I never see, taking less time in my mind and more time on my feet. Feel my body deep, it will tell me everything. One day I'll leave it all behind when I go on. But till then, I'll keep on playing my song. 'Cause I'm a rock and roller, just a simple scholar. You can throw a dollar in my can. I'm just a man, just a man. Let the birds all fly away, let the worm dig deep, let winter have her day, and let the willow weep. Let the river flow, let it be what it will be, and one day we will know the reason we were here. But till then, I'll leave it all alone, and I'll walk on. Call this place my home until I'm gone. I'm a rock that's rolling, just a raindrop falling, just a lone voice calling. I'm a man, just a man, just a man. I am. Thank you guys for hearing that one. Appreciate it.
Love it. Well, yeah, this is a perfect place to try out new ones. And that one was particularly lovely. I have kind of a slightly different take on the same sentiment, so I'll just play it. I will not be going without a struggle. No one will have to say, don't go gently to that good night. I'll be kicking and screaming and hanging on to the door jams, protesting all the way that I'm not done with this life. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye, maybe. I believe Moses looked like Charlton Heston, and I believe he had a word with God. All I want to know is, when is it my turn? 'Cause I'm thinking miracles can't be all that hard. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I want to see the face of peace. I want to hear the voice of truth. I want to know that dream is real. I want to have that choice. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth but hold the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready say goodbye. Thank you.
Yay. That's great. That if that doesn't make you want to jump on the justice train, I don't know what does.
Well, that on the Live Forever and the Live Forever train, that the way that the death I have most admired up to this point. Do y'all know who David Olney is?
Mm.
Yeah, he died on stage in the middle of a song. I'll take it. Not
woman-
right away, but
Yeah. The woman who taught me how to horseback ride, her name was Connie, and she's in the Cowgirl Hall of Fame up there in Fort Worth. But she rode her horse until I think she was like 103, and she was thrown off her horse. So yeah,
perfect. Die with your boots on. What could be better?
I know, right? All right, so Jan, you've got me inspired. I've got to do one of my social justice songs after that.
Okay.
We'll see how it's going. I am fighting some kind of I had COVID last month, and I'm still not 100%. So yeah. So my lung capacity is not up to its usual. But anyway, it'll still work. We'll do a mellow version of it, okay? Because I can be mellow, I promise. I believe I won't be changed. I believe that we won't be changed. So open the door and sing in the rain, 'cause I believe that we will not be chained. No. And I believe that I can fly high. I believe that we can fly so high over the anger, the bigotry, and the lies. 'Cause I believe that we were built to fly. And wouldn't it be grand if we could just hold hands and learn to love each other, held by sisters and our brothers learn to stand. And I believe that I won't be chained. I believe that we won't be chained. No, we won't be chained. Open the door and dance in the rain, 'cause I believe that we will not be chained. We won't be chained. We won't be chained. We won't be chained. No, we won't be chained.
Lovely.
So much fun. Wow, we're like zipping through these songs, you guys. Like I'm like, wow, we still got some time. That's great. I want to show everybody someone else is watching the show right now. Do you see my cat? hilarious. She always just comes up like right when things are happening. It's like I'm gonna be a part of this. All right, I'm gonna play an older song. My first album was an album called Human, and it had a lot of songs on it, 12 songs, and this is from that. It's just a song about like as you get older, you realize you gotta ask for what you want because what's the worst that can happen, right? Somebody says no, so you don't really have time to be all cute and bashful anymore. This is called Hit Me Up. I would love to spin you round and round on my dance floor, but I know how you love to spin your mind before you let go. Don't let indecision make you cold. It'll hold you up and fold you up and make you grow old. But I'm gonna make it easy. You know you got me. Don't make it harder if you want me. Don't think it over. Just come on over. Hit me up, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. I know that you're dying but too shy to walk in my door. But I know all your hesitations, 'cause I've been there before. So don't let indecision waste your time. Stop resisting your instincts and come meet mine. Make a decision, 'cause you know you got me. And my intuition tells me you want me. Don't think it over, just come on over. Hit me up, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. There was a time when I sat and I waited, and I took a simple matter, but I complicated. And love don't wait, so please don't wait. No, 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 no. You don't wanna look back and say you lost me. 'Cause baby, I want you now like you want me. Don't think it over, just come on over. Don't think it over, just come on over. You can think it over, but please don't take forever. Don't take forever to hit me up, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. Alright.
I love that.
So much, thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a quick story about a guitar. Long ago, I had a Gibson J50, and yeah, and it's it was wonderful. It was my favorite guitar ever. I knew it the first time I played it in the shop, and they let me pay it out, and I brought it home, and it was next to my heart. In a fire, I would have saved my daughter and my guitar, and the rest of it, that's fine, you know. But at one point, there was a news report about all these break-ins that had happened in my neighborhood, and I was really worried about my daughter and my guitar. And I did not do this to my daughter, but I took a steak knife and I gouged my driver's license number into the back of the headstock. And I mean, I made it so deep that nobody was ever going to be able to sand that off, including me. Okay. So I took that guitar to LA. I wrote a bunch of songs on it. You're going to hear one of them in a minute. And I brought it back with me when I came back to Austin. And then one of my friends called me and told me that Heart of Texas Music had this Martin that they were, for some reason, fire sailing, and I should go down and take a look at it. And I did. And I bought it because when I was coming up, there were three big names in guitars: Guild, Gibson, and the creme de la creme, Martin, right? Okay. So I have this new Martin. Don't know where it came from, don't know anything about it, but it turned out that it was one of the ones that was built when Columbia owned Martin, and they cut a bunch of corners, and this was a subpar Martin, which explained the price. I still held on to it in hopes that it would turn out to be a real Martin until I was getting off stage in Dallas, and my husband said, "That guitar's just an embarrassment." And then I couldn't get rid of it fast enough, and I got a much better one, and everything was fine. And then a friend of mine was selling her Taylor, and I'd already played her Taylor, and so I bought that, and I was going to sell the Takamine that I bought in place of the Martin, but it just sounds too good. I couldn't let it go, So now I have two guitars. But I still mourn the loss of the Gibson, because I traded it in on that Martin, and it was gone when I realized that this was not a good Martin, and went back, gone. So I just mourned its loss. Okay, so fast forward 30 years, and I'm in LA at my daughter's house for Thanksgiving, and something happened that was very disappointing, and I was just, boo-hoo, okay, we're here for Thanksgiving, I'll worry about that later. And I woke up in the morning after it happened, and there was a message on my phone, and it said, "Did you used to own a Gibson J50?" And I was feeling bad enough that I just and went back to sleep. And when I woke up again, there was a picture on my phone, and it was a picture of a headstock with my driver's license gouged into the back of it. So I called the guy. We talked for 2 hours. We agreed to meet when I got back to Austin, and we met. And we took pictures of him holding the guitar. It was indeed my Gibson with my driver's license. He held the guitar, and I took a picture. I held the guitar, and he took a picture. And I had already looked up what that guitar was going to cost me if he wanted what it was worth, and it was way out of the budget. And even if he wanted what he paid for it, it was still kind of out of the budget. I could squeak by, but it would hurt, So we're about to leave. He packs up the guitar. I'm thinking the minute he's out of here, I'm going to go home and cry for a week. And he says, I've written hundreds of songs on this guitar, and I know it's got hundreds more in it. But they should be yours. And he puts the handle of the case in my hand and walks out the door. This is that guitar. Yeah. 30 years later. So his name is Scott Beckwith. He builds electric guitars, and he lives in Wimberley. And if you ever need an electric guitar, try Birdsong Guitars first and tell him I sent you. I'm going to play you one of the songs that I wrote on this guitar in LA. When those gray skies seem to be falling in, when the hard times get harder and the good times grow thin, don't let that old rocky road rock you off of your feet. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing Too many times your tears rolled by. You've been down too many roads paved with too many lies and promises that dripping gold and honey sweet. One day you'd be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Well, somewhere there's rainbows shining in the sky. Those dollar bills, well, they float on down before your eyes. And that last piece of your puzzle will make your life complete. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. So you gotta hold on. 'Cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. One day you'll be dancing down easy street.
That was beautiful. That's a
Thank
hit.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's so crazy, that story about your guitar. I mean, the first time you told me that, I was dumbfounded and I was amazed, and it just tells you that you still, it wanted to be with you and it wanted you to write more songs on it. So
This,
yeah.
yeah, that, and this has now happened to not only my friend Jen Cass, whose guitar came back to her after even longer than mine, but Paul McCartney
Right.
got his bass back after 51 years just a couple days ago. They migrate.
Hmm.
They're like homing pigeons.
It's so cool. I love that story.
Thank you. Well, I love it too. And I love telling it because it's such a hopeful thing.
Hmm.
Before I let y'all go, I mean, yeah, before I let the mic go, basically, I have to ask this burning question of both of you. Annie, where are you going to be next? And where can people find you online?
Well, you can go to anniebenjamin.com and you can find stuff on there. I've got a little film, and then if you click on my webpage where it says listen, um, it'll take you to Bandcamp, so you can buy my stuff through Bandcamp. I'm out there on various platforms, but I'd rather you go to Bandcamp and buy
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we all want now, because we don't make any money off Bandcamp. But don't have a great many gigs on my calendar right now, but I do this really cool thing once a month here in Albuquerque, called Song Diva Night, and we feature female songwriters. And our next one is going to be the third. It's a third Thursday of every month. So our next one is going to be in March, because we just did one next Thursday. But Jana Pochop is going to come play, so we're really excited about
Ooh,
that. Yeah,
nice.
Jana's great,
Love her.
and she's from here, so she just moved back here. So I'm really thrilled about that. So just, yeah, the big thing is just, find me on Instagram or on Facebook, and I just post things on there because I sit in with a lot of people too on flute, which I'm not doing today. So yeah.
Great. And Joseph, how about you? Where are you going to be next? And where can people find you online?
So yeah, I've been in a little bit of a writing season right now, like the last month, just kind of preparing to hopefully get a new album together. this year. So I've been really focused on that and really enjoying it. And I'll do these, like singer-songwriter things if they come up in town. Like I played at the Hotel Cafe a few weeks ago.
Oh, I
But
love
I
that
will,
place.
yeah, that place is so great. You know, um, I'll be around. It's just the best way to keep in touch with me is also Instagram is, I would say, the platform that I post on the most regularly. And you can find me there at Joseph Eid Music. So Joseph and then EID Music. In fact, Joseph Eid Music is across the board. You'll find me on YouTube there, on Facebook, all of it. And but what I would love for you to do, if you feel like it, is I'm really trying to build my newsletter again, my email list. So if you go on to josepheedmusic.com, which is my official website, for a limited time, you can download my first album, Human, for free when you join the email list. And I send one email a month just with updates, and I share new songs that are exclusive to that list and stuff. And I'm loving just the direct contact with people instead of just relying on social media and, all that. So if you'd like to do that, you could just go up to the website.
Marvelous.
Thanks.
Okay, and you can find me at janseides.com where I have, of course, music and I have jewelry made from my guitar strings by Love and Life Art, which is lots of fun. I'd show you some, but I forgot to put it on. And the one that I usually wear, I left in California. So I have to wait for my daughter to come in March before I can have it back. But it's really fun stuff. It's really pretty, and it's made from semi-precious stones and my guitar strings. The next place I'll be playing is here any Sunday on March 3rd, and I'll be joined by Emily Hicks and Roland Roberts, who I also met at Far West. And that'll be a wonderful show. They all are. I love every single one of these, and they're so much fun, and I'm always just in awe, of course, of Joseph and Annie and everyone that I'm convinced to say yes to doing this. Um, you know, um, let's see. What else did I need to say? Nothing. Oh, yes, there was one more thing, and that is if you'd like to know more about this show or be part of future audiences, put your email in the chat and let me know that's why it's there, and I will put you on the list. And yeah, I'm once a month also, and no spam. And I try to include, like something interesting, but not anything obnoxious. So you'll be safe in my hands, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so moving on.
Oh, okay. Well, Jan, we're in awe of you too, because you're amazing, and all the goodness and all the cool projects you put out into this world are just amazing. Your energy is you blow me away, girl. So thank you. And thank you for doing this for us as well, because we get a chance to, meet new people. I mean, Joseph, my gosh, amazing. And it's wonderful to meet you. And I didn't know who you were. So thank you for connecting us, Jan. I'm excited now. I'm gonna have to go check out all your stuff. I kind of listened a little bit online, but now I'm like, okay, I gotta really check this out now. But yeah, thank you, and again, thanks for including me too. Um, we all That's one of the things that I loved about being in Austin when I was there, was that everybody supported everyone, and I think that our music communities are better when we support each other, when we do each other's songs, when we play music with each other, when we share gigs with each other. We connect, and in this world we live in now, we are kind of getting more isolated, and this is a beautiful way to pull people together. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna totally switch gears. I'm gonna do a totally different song. This is one that I wrote here in New Mexico. I've been here just shy of 2 years, and I wrote this one. I was working down in the South Valley here, and Albuquerque can be a really, really rough town. There's a reason why Breaking Bad was filmed here. And I was driving to work, and I was seeing a lot of unhomed people. I was seeing a lot of people with drug problems and addiction problems. And one day I was driving to work, and I saw a person dead in the middle of the road. So that can't not leave an impression on you. And I decided I wanted to write a song for people who are trying to figure out where they're going to go, trying to figure out where they belong, trying to figure out where their homes are. So that's how this song got written. And I mentioned the sisters in this song, and here in Albuquerque on the western horizon there are volcanoes. There's 5 volcanoes, 3 big ones, and then 2 little ones, and they're referred to as the sisters. And so when you hear the sisters in this song, it's those volcanoes. Past the bosque on the western side, the sisters are watching the desert tonight. Near the mesa, the valley grows, the sand is rising over the river below. Flow, Rio, flow, all the way from Colorado. Your waters cut deep, they're cold, they're sweet. Flow to the sea. Ancient horizon, the day's fading light, constellations are appearing, they pierce through the sky. The bear and the hunter are the traveler's guides. He's scared and he's starving in the shadows where he hides. Flow, Rio, flow, all the way to Mexico. Your waters cut deep, they're cold, they're sweet. Flow to the sea. And the story of the nomad is the story of us all. Always follow in the water, always following the stars. Flow, Rio, flow, all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. Your waters cut deep, there's secrets you keep, so flow to the sea. Your waters cut deep, there's secrets you keep, flow to the sea. Past the bosque on the western side, the sisters are watching the travelers tonight.
Beautiful.
Wonderful, Annie. Is that new? Yeah, very nice.
It's kind of new. I guess it's about a year old. So thank you.
Yeah, it's very soothing for the soul. I gotta get that recorded. Have you got it recorded?
No, and but I've talked to a producer up here, and I want to do it with some norteño musicians. So we have that New Mexico, that uniquely northern New Mexico sound coming in, with that Spanish influence, and I think that'll really make it more haunting. And then maybe like a Native American flute sound as well, kind of riding up over the top.
Oh yeah,
Thanks. I
awesome.
like it a lot. Mike does this really cool thing on the piano on it, and it builds and he builds it up to that bridge, and then it's just like, oh. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll look forward to hearing it. That's cool.
So will I. Thanks.
Um, so I'm gonna play a song that I wrote about addiction, I guess. It's just I noticed a long time ago, a couple of friends of mine would get involved in these very toxic relationships, and it was very difficult to watch. And then I thought, being involved in situations like that is just as bad as being addicted to a drug, because it really just destroys you, and it takes your light away. And that's what inspired this song. It's like, if it's not making you expand and making you better, then it's not love. I don't really know what it's called, but I think it's something else. So this song is called Pseudo Love. He must have cried 1,000 tears, I know, 'cause I saw them fall. And he made promises that were way beyond his calling. And he prayed every day, and he changed all his ways. And who would ever think a love like that would fall? But the one thing that he never did do was to love himself like he loved you. Now I ain't no doctor, I'm no expert lover, but this ain't love, it's just a cover. You give it all up on your way down, and you fill it all up till you drown. He started fading out of the man that I used to know. I felt like I was watching a car crashing slow. And he dried up all his well, yeah, he became a shell. And you wonder how a love like that could grow. And the one thing that he never did do was to love himself like he loved you. Now I ain't no doctor, I'm no expert lover, but this ain't love, it's just a cover. You give it all up on your way down, and you fill it all up till you drown. I ain't no preacher, I'm no perfect lover, but this ain't love, baby, it's death undercover. You give it all up, and it takes you down, and you fill it all up till you drown. That's the story of a man that I used to know. He was a genuine and a kind-hearted fellow who got caught in a trap of a love that don't give back, and it didn't stop until it took his soul. Looking back, I wish he knew how to love himself like he loved you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that one of those asking for a friend thing?
Oh, no, no. I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. I think, we can all identify with these things. We've been there at some point in some
Oh boy,
degree.
howdy.
We take a concept and we exaggerate it.
I
Beautiful.
had finally done that enough times that I wrote a song called, well, Bad Love is Worse Than No Love at All. But I wasn't as gentle about it as you. I was pretty pissed off. But here's one that is working the way you would expect. I can't let go of holidays until they're well past. And this year, we didn't get to go out and celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. We had to wait till the next day. So for me, all bets are off. Valentine's week, possibly Valentine's month. Her Valentine left the cap off of the toothpaste again today. And his Valentine left the dishes in the sink. Her Valentine tried to convince her black was white last night. And his Valentine washed his white shirts with a red skirt. Now they're pink. But his Valentine, or her Valentine, came home with a rose bouquet and a card and a list of movies. And his Valentine snuggled up to watch in filmy lingerie and made them both martinis. So all in all, the Valentines had a happy Valentine's Day. Her Valentine loves to yell at the football players on the TV. It's a good thing they can't hear him at the game. And his Valentine swears at the TV news anchor. And has more than once threatened to put her shoe right through the screen. But her Valentine takes her hand when they're walking and kisses her shoulder when he thinks she's asleep. And his Valentine introduces him proudly to her friends and reminds him of their names later in the week. So all in all, the Valentines had a happy Valentine's Day. And the Valentines wish you happy Valentine's Day. Thank you.
That was sweet. I thought you were going to do Blue Roses.
Oh no, no. It has a similar chord progression, but I'm still hung up on Valentine's Day, so
Yeah, that's a sweet, sweet, sweet song. I love
thank
that.
you.
And I know about those martinis.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, that's great, and I'm glad you said holiday because I wrote a holiday song this year. It's actually a Christmas song, but I'm going to play it anyway
I won't tell.
because I'm really proud of this song. And I took it to a songwriters group here in New Mexico, and I was singing it for some native Spanish speakers, and they complimented me on my Spanish. So I was very excited about that because I work hard at that. I work pretty hard at trying to get my pronunciations right, and so that made me happy. But so here in New Mexico, just like every place, people have specific holiday traditions, and one of the things that that we do here is we have farolitos. They're like the luminarias And y'all know what the luminarias are, the little bags with the lights in them, but they call them farolitos here, which means little lantern. And I thought, oh gosh, I have to write a song about that. So this song is called Farolitos. And so here we go. Let's see. There's pozole on the stove. There's a ristra on the porch. And though it's cold outside, we're in the kitchen where it's warm. I can smell the pinon burning. Its sweetness fills the air. Tamales taste like heaven. There's laughter everywhere. Farolitos are shining bright. They light the way on December nights, along the rooftops and the narrow streets. Little lanterns are flickering. Abuelitas bizcochitos, it's an ancient recipe handed down from her tia. The secrets in the lard and the aniseed. Can you smell what? It's a new song. Las Posadas with the neighbors. We're a holy family, going door to door with songs of joy and peace. Farolitos are shining bright. They light the way on December nights, along the rooftops and the narrow streets. Little lanterns are flickering. And you're up on the mesa just outside of Santa Fe, trying to make it back in time for Christmas Day. The wind is getting stronger, the sky is dark and you're alone. Snow clouds hide the moonlight and the stars that guide us home. But farolitos are shining bright. They light the way on December nights, along the rooftops and the narrow streets. Those little lanterns are flickering. Oh, farolitos are shining bright. Little lanterns will lead you home tonight.
So pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you both planning on doing Far West next year? Or this year, I should say?
When is that?
What is it or where is it?
When?
It's, I think October, right, Jan? I think so, yeah.
It's October 17th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Maybe I can do
You should
that.
definitely come out to that because
Yeah.
your style and your genre would be, I think, very well received there.
You know,
Yep.
appreciate
I
that.
quite agree.
Thanks. Yeah, that would be good. That actually October's far enough away that I can probably plan for that. Get off work and jump on a plane.
I've already got my plane ticket and my
Ooh.
registration and everything.
Oh, well, maybe
Well,
we could share a room.
I would love that. Yeah, let's do.
Fast. Okay. Okay, we'll talk.
Okay.
yeah, the cool thing about going last year was that if I go this year, I'll know so many more people than I did because I felt like I was like, oh my God, I don't know anybody here. And it was cool. I met a lot of people, but it's always harder when you're going like, I've been once a long time ago. So I think I'm going to go again. All right, so gonna play another original. I guess we're playing all originals today. This is called "Don't Leave." Um, don't ask you how you're doing. You've had much brighter days, and I know you'll soon be going somewhere far away. 'Cause baby, you just don't know how to stay. And when the weather gets a little stormy, you pack your bags and you leave. And when I ask you how you're feeling, you say I need a change, and my life will get much better after I rearrange. And baby, I know you're starting to feel that breeze. And when the weather gets a little stormy, you pack your bags and you leave. Now I know the rain is pouring down on you, baby, and I know this life, yes it can get so hard. You never stay, but I'm thinking this time maybe we'll get together and it won't be so hard. Now I know the rain is pouring down on you, baby, and I know this life and it can get so hard. You never stay, but I've been thinking this time, hey baby, we'll get together and it won't be so hard. The weather might be better in Paris or in Rome, but I've seen the greatest beauty in the eye of the storm. So baby, I'm begging you this time, please. When the weather gets a little stormy, don't pack your bags, don't leave. You gotta have a little more faith in me, 'cause I ain't ever gonna leave. No, no, I won't leave. I won't leave you, baby. No, no, no.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. So, Annie,
Yes.
the Luminaria, the girl across the street was selling them for her to raise money for her senior class for
Oh,
their
that's
trip or
cool.
something. Right. And this is a couple years ago, and she set them up on, I mean, unexpectedly. I had paid for it, but she set them up on our front lawn. And the day that she did it, that night, it poured
Oh
rain.
no.
And her mom
Oh,
told me she felt so bad about it, she couldn't come and talk to me.
oh,
No,
isn't that
it was,
sweet?
classic.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
O. Henry classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
but that's
since the
sweet.
subject of Far West came up, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story to go with this, which is new. Um, I run a showcase at the Southwest version of Far West, which is we affectionately call SWRFA because you can't make a whole lot out of that. So it's Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, but it's SWRFA to those in the know. And this year we had a trans woman. Her name is Flamey Grant,
Great.
and she is amazing, and she's dazzling to look at. She has a voice that sounds like she eats raw meat for breakfast, and the songs are just, they're wonderful.
Was here.
Just, I thought it was going to be about the novelty, and it was so not. Yeah. So, but it was riveting. It was dazzling. And I started thinking about, the drag queen story hours and how, I mean, I have memories from when I was 18 months old, that kids do remember. They might not know what it is that they're remembering or, like what the context was, but they remember things that make a big impression. And these story hours, yeah, but they're not going to get them. And that idea distressed me so much that I wrote this song about it.
Oh,
Lady Indigo takes her stage. Marmalade shadows dance on the walls. Before her, a cluster of curious eyes. Flickering fireflies wait for her call. Lady Indigo turns to them slowly. Her velvet gloved hands gather the light. Silver feathers fly, the walls disappear. Her story takes flight. And it's beautiful and brave, full of fancy disguise, glances and sighs, dances that last through the night. Beautiful and brave, but story hours over. Lady Indigo paints brilliant hues, seducing you with dazzling charm. Mere mortals travel where they're not meant to, but somehow get sent to their true lover's arms. Lady Indigo in red satin and pearls shares a world teeming with treasure. Amid ominous rumbling, her hero, so strong, adds a song for your listening pleasure. And it's beautiful and brave, audacious and rash, courageous and dashing, their mettle proved in the fire. Beautiful and brave, but story hours over. And after the show, you go to your home. Her enchanting whisper remains, 'cause it's beautiful and brave, full of fancy disguise, glances and sighs, dances all through the night. Beautiful and brave, but story hours over, story hours over, story hours over. Thank you.
wow.
Nice.
Wow. And then just yesterday, a story came out about a chemistry teacher up in Southlake or Capel or Louisville, Texas. And for Valentine's Day, for Spirit Day, he wore a red dress, like teachers do. And he got put on administrative leave. Yeah.
What is the matter with people?
It's a dress.
Goodness.
Yeah, that was really beautiful, Jan.
Thank
Beautiful,
you.
brave. Is that what the title of that song is called, or store? What is the?
Beautiful and brave, yeah.
Ah, really beautiful. Thank you. I'm all teary. Okay, I'm gonna switch gears because I don't know how to follow that. And you're
Oh,
so.
yes, you do. You have a song. I'm hoping you do.
Well, I could do. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to stay on this tangent, or do you
I'll
want to?
leave it up to you, but I'm hoping you do it before we're done.
I'm going to do this one since we've brought it down and we're being reflective. Um, Jan, I remember writing this song and finishing it and taking it to song group with you when we were in Austin. This song is
Uh-huh.
called Blood. Um, and so one of the things that I like to do here, and I've done through the years, is I host songwriters groups where we come and we bring songs that we're hashing through to run and pass people we trust in a safe environment. Because I need deadlines. If I don't have deadlines, I don't always finish a song. And I have to tell you, I have a little bit of a competitive spirit. Like if somebody says, okay, we're going to have a song written, I'll write something. It may not be very good, but I'll create something, right? I know you do that, Jan. But I really like the deadlines. I also like it when people toss out prompts that I wouldn't necessarily pick because it takes me out of my safe zone, and then I really have to look at an idea or a word and play with it and try to look at it in ways that I normally wouldn't, and then the rhyme schemes and what's the tone, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is why I love writing songs. So anyway, this particular group, our topic was blood. And of course, everybody's like, blood brothers, blood sisters, blood, and I thought, well, why don't I just get like all CSI, like CSI with blood, because let's look at it. Let's look at it that way. And so this is the song that came out, and I remember finishing it at y'all's house. There's a story under the skin, and a pinprick will get you in. A single drop viewed by a scope uncover secrets that you'd never know. Below the surface, battles are waged. Heroes and villains are deep in your veins. Oh, blood. Legacies of our fathers to our hearts. It's ancient oxygen, fanning the flames of hate in love's name, tearing us apart. Oh, blood. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Blood, blood, blood. There's a story under the skin.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And Jen, I love your last song. So
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Just really, really enjoying this. It's like being with friends and just like playing music. It's so fun. It's great. I'm just flying. Um, so I'm not gonna talk about this song, but I will tell a very short story after I'm finished with it because it'll make more sense. I picked a dream over us. I placed my bets on a future instead of love. I remember that night so well. Heartbroken, your eyes swelled up, and I walked away. I walked away. I walked away. It's funny when you're young, you think you'll always win. You think you'll keep on finding love again and again. So you chase that pot of gold, but the chase never ends. Tonight I'm looking ahead, but I see a future that's dead. They wrote this on his tomb. He was brave, but he gave up on love too soon. Chased his dreams to the moon. He was known, sang his songs, but he died alone. I guess back then I didn't have the clearest vision, or it's just hard to see when you're blinded by ambition. It was hard last night at the bar. They told me you would get married, and I walked away. I walked away. I walked away. See, I guess I always thought one day we'd reconnect, and if I ever settled down, he'd be with you in the end. But I guess I'm just a fool to think you'd wait around until then. Tonight I'll be looking back one last time, and then I'll wish you the best. They wrote this on his tomb. He was brave, but he gave up on love too soon. Chased his dreams to the moon. He was known, sang his songs, but he died alone. Yeah. see a future that's dead. They wrote this on his tomb. He was brave, but he gave up on love too soon. Chased his dreams to the moon. He was no one, sang his songs, but he died alone. I picked a dream over us. I placed my bets on a future instead of love.
Aw, Joseph, I just want to come give you a hug.
So, you know, I am in such a beautiful relationship right now, 6 years in. So
Yay.
I will say I wrote that song when I was much younger, and I really thought that you had to choose because I thought that being in, you know, a committed relationship meant like having to give up on your dreams.
Mm.
And until I met the right person, and then I realized that that's not how it works. The right person will only fuel your dreams. And the little story I want to tell is just because, like, I played this for this older gentleman that ended up playing, you know, keys on it on the recording, and he started to cry after he heard it. And I said, "What's up?" He said, "You don't understand, dude." He said, "That was me." He said, "That was me. I lost the love of my life because I chose music and I went on the road and I did all these things and I completely let her go and was like, you're not a part of this dream." He's like, "I regretted it my entire life." He ended up getting married, had children. So did she. In their mid to late 60s, they found each other again after
Oh,
having divorced separately. And he said, "Joseph, I am the happiest person in the world right now." And you know, they had to go do their journeys, but the lesson, I mean, he got lucky because he got a second chance with her, you know. Um, but sometimes it's like that one person, it's you know, that was his person, and they're together now. You know, I saw him the other night, and I'm like, dude, every time I play that song, I think about you.
oh, wow.
Aw, I love that they found each other again.
I know, it's
Yeah,
wild.
It's,
Never know where life's gonna take you.
yeah.
oh, you don't. That's for sure.
And thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wow, that was great. I think that was my favorite song I've heard that you played so far, actually. I really love the groove on that one.
That's so cool to hear.
yeah, yeah,
Really.
everything about it was
Right.
beautiful, except,
Sad.
except that I wanted to come and hug you.
Oh my God, this
Right.
guy.
Yeah.
You poor thing.
You're
Okay,
very
so am I ever gonna take this on a different direction? Because the whole thing about the song prompts, and you know, I still think everything you say out loud that you're gonna do, you should do that, right? But I used to think you had to do it perfectly, that it had to be fabulous when you did it. And Pat Pattison, who teaches songwriting at Berkeley, is down here in Austin every once in a while for a workshop, and he's always got something new to talk about, and it's always great fun to be in his workshop. And one of the things he said at this particular one, when we'd all decided to write a song a day for 2 weeks, is don't be afraid to write crap. And it really changed the picture for me. It's like, I can write a song a day, I can write two or three, if you don't mind if I'm never going to sing it again. But this isn't one of those. The situation was that it was the year of the tiger, and the prompt was tiger. And I know what they were expecting, but I'm congenitally unable to do what's expected of me. So this was the result. I hear you cheering for me out there. I know I'm elegant and rare, and I think I am showing admirable restraint. Yes, I am. Fancy Dan there, his name is Roy. He's treating me like I'm some kind of toy, and I'm being practically a saint. See how his partner struts and prances. That Siegfried thinks he's quite the dancer, but really, I'm the star of this show, which I know you know. I think I'll give him a little slap, just an eensy-teensy little love pat, which actually goes in the last verse, so I'm going to sing the real second verse. Still, I guess I've got it good. 3 squares and a roof, so I guess I can put up with that fool and his stupid megaphone. But some nights I dream of India, and I'm lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then, life was harder then, but I was free. What's that fool Roy doing now? I think he's trying to get me to growl and give these folks a thrill for their applause, just because. I think I'll give him a little slap, just an eensy-teensy little love tap, not enough to hurt, just to remind him who's boss. Because last night I dreamed of India, and I was lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then, yeah. But I was free. I didn't mean to hurt him, but he's such a little squirt. So when the crowd began to scream, well, it was totally worth it, because last night I dreamed of India, lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, so I was
So what did they think of that when you played that?
They were surprised.
Yeah, because what were they expecting? Like grab the tiger by the tail, like
Well, it was the year of the tiger, and I mean,
dun 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 dun
yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
yeah, something to express. I will survive or whatever. That's not what they got.
No, I love that. I love that. You went somewhere completely different. That's great. Love that.
I like exploring the point of view of something else in the picture. Like what this looks like to the tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so good. Mark.
Oh, by the way, this will be our last round.
All right. Well, normally I close with life's blessings, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I think I'm going to do something different. I think I'm going to do Texas Star because I feel like singing this one.
Okay.
So in Dallas, there's an amazing Ferris wheel, and called the Texas Star. And if you listen to this song, I played this song for a good friend of mine named Jeannie Perkins, and you know Jeannie, right, Jan? Jeannie's hilarious. She writes really, really funny songs. But I played this for her, and she said to me, Annie Benjamin, does your mama know you write songs like that? And I went, what? She goes, go back and listen to those lyrics. And I was like, oh. So there's like a lot of grown-up things happening in this song if you pay attention. And the Texas Star is, like I said, a true Ferris wheel in Dallas. So you'll learn something about it as we go through the process of the song. Ride with me on a magic spinning wheel, high above the world in a gondola made of steel. And when my feet leave the ground, I'll surrender to my heart. Oh, baby, won't you kiss me on the Texas Star? And baby, you're my favorite amusement ride. You thrill me beyond compare, so you better hold on tight, and we'll fly over buildings, carousels, and bumper cars. Come on, baby, kiss me on the Texas Star. It's 20 stories up in the air. Well, it's really more like 6, but when you're in love, it feels like 20. Built for the sesquicentennial fair to jump, that's 150 years. By Buster Brown, a concessionaire. With 15,000 lights, it's brilliant up there. Come on, baby, kiss me on the Texas Star. So ride with me on that crazy Ferris wheel, high above the world in a gondola made of steel. And when my feet leave the ground, I'll surrender to my heart. Oh, baby, won't you kiss me on the Texas Star? Oh, baby, kiss me. Come on, pucker up and kiss me on the Texas Star. Do-do, 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 do-la-la-la-lay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why she thought it was risque.
It is, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, never, yeah. It's a different kind of euphemism, I guess. Little double entendre action going on there. But it was a great place to fall in love, up there above, and you smell
Where
the
it's the lack of oxygen.
probably. In Dallas, maybe it's a smog.
All right, well, for my last song, I'm going to play probably one of the first songs I ever wrote when I was very young, but the sentiment still feels really good. And I just want to say thank you for having me. This has been amazing. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Anne. And everybody who's watching and everybody who joined. This has been a lot of fun. I think it's more important now than ever that musicians are doing what they're doing in the world with so much craziness going on. So this song is called Maybe. Maybe it's true what they say. We may be approaching an enlightened age, and maybe we'll flip through this book to reveal that peace is on the next page. And maybe this time we'll be real, and people won't be ashamed to say how they feel. Maybe the Middle East will sign a deal, and maybe my mother's heart will heal. Toss away all of our doubts. We'll get together and we'll figure it out. We'll throw a party and we'll sing out loud. And maybe it's good enough for me. will learn how to cry. The soldiers will lay down their arms. They'll trade in their guns for guitars, and they'll all become great rock and roll stars. Then maybe our brothers won't be so far. I'll assume this fact if you don't mind. I think there's more of you on my side, and we can help our friends see the light. And maybe it's a true possibility. Can you feel me? We will let go of the past, and we will forgive them all at last, and we'll cherish every day that we have. 'Cause baby, this life goes by too fast. And maybe we'll laugh at our fears, and maybe diseases will just disappear, and maybe my sister can sing her song of love for all the world to hear. Maybe love will truly conquer hate, and maybe everyone will find their soulmate, and maybe all of this can be our fate. And maybe it's true what they say. Maybe it's true what they say, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh my goodness, your lips to God's ears. So I want to thank everyone who came to witness this wonderful event. Janet, it's always a pleasure to see you here. And to all the people that are either noticeably or otherwise lurking on Facebook, which I forgot to share with the two of you, but I'll do that after the show and make sure that everyone you know on Facebook or on Instagram can watch it if they choose to. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Annie and Joseph, for saying yes when I asked you. You can't imagine what that means to me. And this is dedicated to everyone. Oh, and by the way, my daughter told me, my daughter Robin, who is in Florida, we saw both of my daughters in the same month this year. Yeah, we had to do the flying, which was arduous to say the least, but it was worth it. And Robin told me that she often lurks on Facebook when I put the shows on there. So, Robin, if you're there, hi, honey. Old friends, they call you on the phone sometimes, or they show up on your doorstep and say, remember when? Unpack their adventures, hang them in the closets of your heart. Old friends, they write their letters years too late, but you write back anyway. They wake you late at night, calling from the airport in between flights. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon they'd all be gone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Sooner or later they all come home. Old friends, no one could measure or compare the treasure of these memories we share. And I will always care for old friends. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon I'd be alone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Soon placed through time and space. And there will always be a place for old friends. Ooh. Which now includes the two of you.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
So pretty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who witnessed this. I'm going to stop the stream now. And